Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com, and welcome to our best of video for the leveling kit category available for your 2009 to 2014 F-150. Now the purpose of this video is to give you our top 3 choices currently on the site, combining customer popularity along with my own personal feedback as well to help you narrow down your choices a little bit more, get that front end up a little higher, and get some bigger tires under your rig. But why go with a leveling kit in the first place? Well, leveling your truck, as the name implies, is the act of raising only the front end anywhere from 1.5 to 3 inches using a strut spacer design, and that's going to do 2 things for you and your rig. First and foremost, it's going to eliminate that factory rake, which is the look of the front end being a little bit lower than the rear. Secondly, leveling kits will be far more affordable than a full-blown suspension lift kit, which can involve many more parts and some permanent modification to your truck. That's not the case here with these leveling kits. These things are completely reversible, super easy to install, and very affordable overall. Now I do want to point out that all 3 of my selections in this video will fit both 2- and 4-wheel drive trucks, but that's not going to be the case with every kit in the category. So just double check fitment before pulling the trigger on a system for your truck. Without further ado, what do you say we jump into my picks? My first choice goes to the Rough Country 2-inch leveling kit, which according to the company will allow for up to a 35 by 12.5 inch tire as long as you stick to a stock or similar offset. Now this Rough Country 2-inch leveling kit is by far and away the most popular in the category currently here on the site, and like other kits, is pretty simple by design. And what I mean by that is you're essentially receiving a pair of strut extensions that are going to bolt to the top of your factory strut assembly, giving you that additional altitude for the front end. And in Rough Country's case, those strut extensions will be constructed from high-quality 6061 billet aluminum and will of course include all of the hardware needed for the installation, and by the way, backed by a lifetime warranty. All of this for right around $100 makes the 2-inch Rough Country kit one of the most affordable on the site, in addition to being one of the most popular as well. But what if you crave a little bit more altitude? Well, for that, I really like the MaxTrac 2.5-inch leveling kit, which the company claims will allow you to run a 33 by 12.5 inch tire. Now, I will admit that it is a bit odd that even with the extra half-inch, MaxTrac does recommend a smaller tire than the 2-inch Rough Country kit. But honestly, I like that because you are ultimately going to be getting a little bit more breathing room when sticking to a 33 by 12.5 for truck owners out there who might be doing a little off-roading or wheeling and not have to worry about rubbing a 35 with a small level. Now, just like the Rough Country kit, MaxTrac will also be very popular on the site, in addition to being very affordable at just north of $100. Also, like the Rough Country kit, the MaxTrac will also feature a very simple design, including their strut spacer, this time obviously measuring 2.5 inches, giving you that additional boost over the 2-inch kit. Now MaxTrac does incorporate a powder-coated laser-cut steel for their spacer, which as you can see has been finished off in that gunmetal or gray coating, which will add some durability and prevent any possible corrosion over the years. But if you should encounter any issues, MaxTrac does have your back with a solid lifetime warranty. But moving onward and upward to my third and final pick, which is the Mammoth 3-inch leveling kit. Now the Mammoth kit and its higher altitude will allow for up to a 35-inch tall tire with, again, a stock or similar offset, or a 33-inch tire with plenty of room to spare. Now 3 inches tends to be the max height in the land of strut spacer style leveling kits, which is what we are focusing in on for the purposes of this video here today. And due to the height of this kit and the angle it puts your CVs, I'd really recommend the 3-inch kit for a 2-wheel drive truck or 4-wheel drive owners who spend most, if not all, of their time on the road. Now I say that because hardcore wheeling and adding a bigger, heavier wheel and tire combo will definitely put some added stress on those CVs at this height. So again, if you do plan on doing some hardcore wheeling or off-roading, I would recommend sticking to a 2 or 2.5 inch leveling kit if you are going to go with a more affordable spacer option. But with that said, if you do decide to go with the Mammoth 3-inch kit, here is what you can expect. Laser cut steel spacer made in the USA and then finally finished off in that hammer tone powder coat to help reduce any corrosion. Now, just like our two previous kits, the Mammoth will also include all of your necessary hardware for a relatively easy install with no cutting or permanent modification needed. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up our best of video for the leveling kit category, again, available for your 2009 to 2014 F-150. I hope it helped you narrow down your choices a little bit more within the category, but if you still want to browse a little bit, feel free to check out the rest of our selection here at AT. In the meantime, I'm Justin, thanks for watching, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.